When you think about the reason why you play Minecraft, what do you think, right? Probably, if you're anything like me, that is anyway, you play Minecraft so you could totally troll your friends with like the most amazing new and hilarious trap troll thing that you've come across, and today's is going to be absolutely incredible, and I think you guys are really going to love it, and it's going to be a creeper bed bomb is basically what it is. So if I go ahead and I sleep in this bed, you guys are going to see exactly how it works. You can see down there, boom, a little creeper face pops up, you hear the TNT noise, and instantly you are absolutely destroyed. It creates this massive crater in the ground, and it's just like an amazing troll that you can hit any of your friends with. It is just like the jump scare machine that I made a couple of months back where a creeper came shooting out of a door, but this one is in the bed and it kills your friend, which is really the goal of any trap, right, is to blow up your friends in the end. So anyway, let me show you guys how to build this. It's really not too bad, so let's go. So as with any trap, you want to first of all go ahead and decide where you want to put it. Since this one is a creeper bed bomb, which is literally a jump scare with the creeper and then the bomb, what you want to go ahead and do is place it obviously somewhere inside of your house. So to go ahead and show you what that would look like, I'm just going to build a very quick wall here. Just pretend that this is a wall inside of my house over here somewhere. And over here, I just want to go ahead and place a bed right next to the wall, just like so. Now that I've decided where I want to go ahead and build my trap, what I'm going to do is come to the wall behind where my bed is, so right here, and I'm going to dig out these two blocks just like so. Now behind that, I am going to take me a detector rail, so I'm just going to take a detector rail like so and place it down on the ground. Now you want the detector rail to be in line with your bed. You see how if I were to push something on this, it would go into my bed? That's how I want it to look. I do not want it to be sideways like this, because if it's sideways, my trap is not going to work. So if whenever you place down your rail, it looks like this, all you need to do is just take another rail, place it next to the bed, and you can see there, now it is going in the correct direction. Now what I want to go ahead and do is take a minecart, place it right on top of that detector rail, and then push it in towards the bed until the detector rail is no longer activated. So there you can see it's no longer activated, and that's important, and we are going to talk about that in just a moment. But now that we've gone ahead and pushed that over, what I want to go ahead and do is take a block, place it directly above the minecart, and then come 2 more blocks up as well as 1 over. And then on this block, I'm going to place myself a piston facing downward, and then I'm going to activate this piston to push the block right into the minecart, just like so. Now we've already done really the basics of this entire trap, except for the fact that obviously I haven't put that there yet. And if I come around to the front, you're going to notice that obviously there's a major problem with our trap here, and that's that it is super obvious that there's something weird going on here, right? Look at, you got this minecart coming through the wall, and that is just simply no good. So in order to fix that, what I want to go ahead and do is just come up here to the front of the bed, stand on the top of it, stand right in the middle, and then I want to very quickly, now this is important, very quickly walk forward, push the minecart into the wall, and then wait a second, and hopefully with any luck, there you go, you can see the minecart has gone completely into the wall. Now you need to be very, very careful when you're doing this, because if for some reason when you do the, when you come over here and you push the minecart, you stand there for too long and you push it too far, you might activate this detector rail back here, and that's going to throw off the whole trap. So you want to make sure that this thing isn't activated, and you can actually test to make sure that you did it correctly very quickly. So if I go ahead and I set this nighttime and I sleep in this bed, if now I come around to the back, my activator rail is activated, which it is, you are on the right track. So in order to reset this, in order to make sure that now that obviously you know that you've done it right, in order to reset it, you just want to go ahead and push it all the way forward until it is off, and then come to the front again, very quickly push it again, just hit the wall and back up, and it will push it back into the wall without activating the detector rail. And that's important because if you push it too far when you sleep into the bed, it is not going to push the minecart far enough back to activate the rail, and that's just simply no good. So anyway, now that we've gone ahead and done that, I'm just going to go ahead and make this daytime again. So I'm just going to go ahead and set my time day. And now we've already done really the major hard part of this trap, and that is setting up the minecart to work correctly. Now what I want to go ahead and do is come around here to the front of my bed. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rip up all of these blocks all the way around, and I'm going to go down 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm bad at counting, so I'm just going to do it like this. There we are, and I'm just going to pull up all 4 of those blocks, and then right here, I'm going to break out 1 additional. Now, right below my bed, so you can see that these are the blocks that my bed is on. Right below those blocks, I want to, okay, well, and then I failed, okay. So let me go ahead and put this back really quickly, because I did not mean to pull that up, so I'm just going to place that right there. Right below those blocks that the bed is resting on, you want to go ahead and pull up all of these as well. And then in this extra little hole we just placed, I'm going to take myself a sticky piston. So I've got that right here. I'm going to place a sticky piston in this hole right here. bam, and then followed by a slime block. So right on top of that, I'm going to place me a slime block, just like so. Now, as we know with slime blocks, whoopsie, let me go ahead, and as we know with slime blocks, when they go ahead and they are activated, they lift everything around them. So before I place the slime block, I want to go ahead and pull up these 2 blocks as well, just so that it doesn't push anything up with it. And then on top of that slime block, I'm going to place some soul sand as well as an armor stand. So if I go ahead and I take my armor stand here and I fly up and I place my armor stand, I want it to be facing towards the bed. So I go on the bed and I go ahead and I place my armor stand right there. My armor stand will indeed be facing the bed, and that is exactly what I want. Now, in order for the jump scare to be effective, obviously you want to put something on there that is going to startle whoever you are trying to scare. And so for this purpose, I'm going to use a creeper plus, because obviously there's an explosion and we know that creepers explode, so it just makes sense. But you can put whatever mob head you want on there. If maybe you think Steve is terrifying, or your friend has like some kind of weird irrational fear of Steve, then go ahead and put his head on there. You can put whatever you want on there. It doesn't really matter. And this is just for the jump scare, so this will pop up at the end of the bed when they are sleeping. Now that we've gone ahead and done that, we can go ahead and start wiring up our little contraption. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're just going to take some redstone, whoopsie, some actual redstone, not a redstone block. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab some redstone here, and I'm going to place it like this. And then if I'm going to place my redstone upwards in a stair pattern. So you can see there, this looks like a set of stairs. And if I go ahead and I place redstone on both of these should wire up directly to where my pressure plate is. And let's go ahead and verify that. Yep, you can see my redstone is directly underneath my my rail here. And that's exactly what I want. So I can go ahead and I can fill this back in. And now we are making good progress. Now at this point, we can actually go ahead and test to make sure that our contraption is working so far. And so what I recommend you do is you save the game just like so. Don't enable autosave, because then it's going to defeat the whole purpose of saving. Because if I go ahead and I do this and I set my time to night, just like so, and I sleep inside the bed, we should see that my creeper had activated and it didn't for some reason. So let me see why that didn't go off. So if that happens and for some reason your pressure plate back here doesn't activate, or I'm sorry, your detector rail, it's probably because when you set this thing up, you pushed it too far. So in order to reset it, I'm just going to come back here again to the back. I'm going to push this as far forward as I can, jump over here onto the bed, very quickly run in, push it, wait a second, hope it goes through the wall. There we are. And so now if I sleep in the bed, now that I've reset it, you can see, voila, there my creeper head pops up and we are on the right track. So if you save the game and yours worked the first time, then you are good to go. But in order for this, I'm just going to show you guys one more time how to reset it. Again, just come around to the back, push it, and then to the front. Whoopsie daisy. There we are. Push it, and voila. Maybe voila. Is that going to go far enough in? It's not. Okay, just one more time. Bop. There we are, and now you can see I pushed it in without activating the rail, and that is what I want. So, now that we've gone ahead and done that, now we can go ahead and put in the fun part, and that is the explosive TNT goodness. So, in order to do this, what we're going to do is come down here into the fun zone, and I'm actually going to make this daytime again. So I'm just going to set it day just like that. And then right here off of where I have my soul sand, I'm going to place 2 dirt. It doesn't really matter what block it is, actually. Just some block where you can put redstone on. And you can see I accidentally just activated this. So it's a good thing that we don't have any TNT in here just yet. So what I'm going to do is just, again, push this over because I don't really need that activated right now. There we are, and I'm just going to leave it pushing through because it doesn't really matter. So, anyway, now that we've gone ahead and refixed that, what I'm going to do is just come down here to where I just placed these 2 blocks, and then I'm going to dig 1 more in here, and then place down 3 rails. So if I go ahead and I get rid of this armor stand, and I place down 3 rails right here, so bop, bop, and bop, I now have this curved rail, and that's exactly what I want, so I can pull up these other 2, I can fill this dirt back in, and then right here, I want to place me a dispenser. So if I go ahead and I grab myself a dispenser right out of here, and I place it just next to these rails, what I'm going to do is take some minecarts with TNT right here. I really probably should have my inventory a little bit more organized before I did this, huh? Oh well. So I'm just going to place some TNT minecarts right here on top of here, and then place these as many as you want. The more you place here, the bigger the explosion is going to be. And so since you guys know I'm a very big fan of bombs, I'm just going to place a ton of them. I don't even know how many that was, what, maybe 10 or 15 or so. You can place 5, you can place 10, it doesn't really matter. Place them down here, and then go ahead and break up the rails that they are on. Now, you want to be very, very careful that you do not push these minecarts, because if you do, this thing is going to explode, and it's going to be an absolute massive explosion on you, and that's not who this trap is for, right? You didn't build this trap to blow yourself up. You built this trap to blow your friend up, and so be very, very careful once you've gone ahead and placed those down. Now that we've gone ahead and done that, I'm just going to grab a flint and steel right out of here, and I want to place this into the dispenser. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, we got to be careful here. So I'm just going to place my flint and steel inside of the dispenser and set it on fire at the same time. And then above all of this, I'm just going to place whatever my flooring block is. So obviously around my bed here, I have the dirt. So I'm just going to place some dirt on top of these. And I'm just going to do this to make sure that I do not accidentally set that off so I don't go over there at all. And now, the last thing that we need to do is just go ahead and get ourselves a TNT noise. Now, the reason that we use those minecarts with TNT is because when the redstone hits them, they instantly explode, and so your friend has no time to react or run away or anything. And so that's why you want to use those, but you also want to have the noise, right? You want them to know that they're about to explode. And so in order to do that, I'm just going to come down here and grab myself some TNT, like so, and I'm just going to place it right next to this redstone dust here so that they get the little noise just before they explode, just so that you know that they know that they were about to blow up even before they did. So now that we've gone ahead and done that, we are pretty much done with this tutorial. All I'm going to go ahead and do is finish covering this up like I did on the other side. So I'm going to place down some dirt like so. Bam, 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 bam. And then obviously I need to cover up this creeper head, so to do that I'm just going to do the same thing I did with the minecart originally there. So basically this is just a piston facing downward, and I'm going to push a dirt block onto the creeper head like so. Bust up the piston, and now we have ourselves a seamless contraption, obviously with the exception of that minecart coming through the wall right there. But there is one more thing we want to go ahead and do. I am going to save this just because I don't want to accidentally activate this thing and have to start all over. So I recommend that you guys save often when you are doing this, just so you don't accidentally blow yourself up, because now you do have that live TNT down there. But one thing we need to do before we can actually set this thing off for real is we need to wire up this dispenser down here. So I'm just going to grab myself a redstone repeater, as well as some redstone dust, and I'm going to place 2 repeaters going into the back of this dispenser here. Personally, I like to put these on, or I like to put the first one on a 4-tick delay, and this one just on a 2-tick delay, just like so. Basically, we delay these because we want our friend to see the creeper head pop up, and we want him to hear the TNT, but we also don't want them to have enough time to escape and run away. And if we didn't have these here, this thing would just instantly detonate, and they wouldn't even be able to see the creeper head, and we want them to be scared before they die, right? Am I right? So we want to go ahead and put these on a couple tick delay. You can kind of mess with it to pick out which one you like most. Like I said, I like a full tick delay and then a 2-tick delay right here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cover this up, and our trap is pretty much complete. Now all we want to go ahead and do is I'm just going to save one more time right before we test this. Again, making sure I don't turn on autosave. And all I need to do is come around to the front here, very quickly do the technique I've showed you guys 15 times, and that's run, push this back up so it goes into the wall. Please, baby, go into the wall for me. Oh, you didn't? Okay, pop. And maybe there we go. So now it's into the wall. We didn't activate the dispenser, or I keep calling this thing a dispenser. We did not activate the detector rail on the backside. And so if I go ahead and I make this baby nighttime, so if I go ahead and I set it night and I sleep in this bed, we should see there's the creeper head. Boom, there's the explosion, and our death is, oh, and we got hit by some more TNT, because why not? Because you can just never have too much TNT. And you can see we actually set off my other bed bomb over here as well. And so that is how to make yourself a creeper bed bomb in your world. It's really not as difficult as it looks. It's really pretty simple. You probably only have to watch this video once to know exactly how to do it. And that is how you make a creeper bed bomb. This original tutorial wasn't actually made by me. I believe I saw this on FedEx's channel, but I know that I did the creeper jump scare video the other week, or a couple months ago actually. And so I thought that this was just a natural extension of that, and it was really, really kind of cool. And so I decided to bring it to you guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, make sure you guys leave me some love down below with a like, and subscribe for some more Minecraft tutorials in the future, because I actually just came across this glitch the other day that's really kind of cool that I'm going to be bringing out very, very soon. So make sure you guys stick around for that. And I think with all of that said, that's about it for me. I appreciate all of you guys watching, and I will see all of you guys later with another video. So peace.